goes like this, and then people don't know what to do. You want to build that. You want to build that energy up, so you keep going up in your beats per minute, and that's how you build your sets. When people get a little bit tired, like how many people have thought about slow songs at the wedding? Because that's a question I get a lot. People will say, well, how many slow songs do you typically do at a wedding? I will tell you there's no formula for that, because I use slow songs as a tool. Well, number one, I'm going to do a slow song when people are tired and they're starting to slack off the dance floor a little bit, okay? It's time to give them a break, so it's a good time to do a slow song. But a slow song is also going to reset the dance floor, because it's going to bring out everybody who maybe they've been sitting there for a little while, and now they finally hear a slow song that they want to do, and so they're going to get up and come out to the dance floor. Now, if you're a good DJ, you recognize that that's an opportunity for you, because you just loaded up your dance floor. Now you got to hit them with something really good, right? So you hit them with that Uptown Funk or that 24K Magic or whatever song's popping at the moment, and you hook them and you keep them there, and you build your set, and you build it up, and you build it down a little bit, and you build it up, but you keep the energy, flowing during the event. I will tell you also that I feel a mark for a good DJ is one that is not down here in the gear all night long. Like, when you watch any of our DJs work, they're not going to be like this. They're going to be looking out here. They're looking at you guys. Because how do I know what to do next? The reason I know what to do next is because I can see that, somebody out there is like jamming. They're in their seat, but they're bobbing their head like this, right? So I know they're feeling what I'm doing. I just got to find the right song to get them up out of their seats, right? So we use the body language on the floor as a cue. Another thing we do is, we don't just leave this to chance. The music really is a partnership between you guys and us. As I mentioned, we do have the online planning system. So it's an online music request system. You guys can actually listen to the music. You can read the lyrics of any of the songs. The music is a partnership between you guys and us. Okay, so I'm not going to stand here and say, I've been doing this for 30 years. I know what to do at your wedding. I want to know about you. I want to know what your favorite songs are. I want to know about your family and your friends and where they're coming from. And another thing, so the music is very much a partnership. We're going to plan the music together. I'm not going to throw a list at you and say, this is what you need to do. I'm going to ask you, what do you like? What do you want us to do? And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to enhance it. So if you ask for a song like, Crazy in Love, I'll tell you, well, you know what? I see you have Crazy in Love on your list. A good follow for that is probably Yeah by Usher, because it's just like a natural progression, right? It's going to keep your dance floor going. So what else can I say about that? Music. Where was I going? Figure out what to do for them. Now, maybe they can't dance. Maybe they're sitting there because they have bad knees, and they don't dance. But we're going to do what we can to get them dancing. And yeah, I remember where I was going to go. I was going to tell you that. So one of the things we do is we'll actually walk around to the tables during dinner. We encourage all of our DJs to be, more interactive in a way that's going to, greet your guests. So I typically will walk around to the tables during dinner with my clipboard, and I'll just introduce myself. Hey guys, I'm Frank. I'm your DJ. Just stop by to make sure you guys are having a good time. Do you guys have any requests for the table? I heard this was the party table right here, and I just want to point out that the dance floor is right over there. So tell me what you guys like. I want to see you guys having a good time tonight. And you know what? People tell me they've never seen a DJ do that before. And people appreciate it, because how many times, I can't tell you how many times I'm at tables and I go around just to say hello to people and they're like, hey, you know what? I don't have a request right now, but thanks for coming over to talk to us. That's really cool, And quite frankly, I'd rather someone come up and ask me for a request and say, hey, Frank, do you have so-and-so, instead of, yo, you gotta, so we're very approachable is the point, and we try to be on a good basis with all of your guests, even if they ask for things that are on your do not playlist, for instance. And everybody's going to have some of those. Some people will say, don't play any line dances at our wedding. We don't like line dances. We hate them, right? So if you get somebody comes up and they're like, hey, can you do Cotton Eye Joe, or can you do whatever, the Cupid Shuffle? You got to handle that diplomatically. You know what, man, I'm sorry. That's on the do not playlist. The bride and groom really don't want to hear the line dances, but what else do you like? What else can I do for you? You want to make them leave the table smiling and happy, and they're going to continue to dance, and they're going to continue to have a good time. But if they leave the table and you're like, if you're like, oh, I'm not doing that, that song sucks, you can't be like, you can't do that. So if people leave the table and they're happy, they're like, you know what, this DJ is pretty cool, and they're going to keep dancing, they're going to keep partying, they're going to keep having a good time. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what else? You know what?